Burnouts, why they happen, how to get back on track, and how it actually might be a good thing for you. Hi guys, I'm Finda, creator of Empowered by Finda Bikiwa, the personal development center for women. For any and all information on the product itself, connect with me down below on any of my social media platforms. I always tell you guys every week that my whole aim for creating this platform here is to actually share with you all the things that I've endured and the things that I'm currently going through when it comes to creating this my empowered journey, especially my perfume. And information today is but I literally kind of just suffered over the past 2 weeks. I felt completely suffering this major burnout, like questioning a lot of the things, like why am I still going? I feel like nothing's happening. I haven't had any sales. So many things were popping in my head that it made me feel like I just wanted to throw in the towel. Like I was losing so much confidence. My self-esteem was just kind of dwindling down. And coming out of that whole 2 weeks of having a pity party for myself, and I realized that it's wild that I'm stuck in this place where I'm having this pity party for myself, but then I started doing some soul searching, as I always do. And one of the reasons why I believe that burnouts do happen, for me, why it happened, and with my personality, we have this major goal, right? Like I set big goals. I'm a person of really, really big goals. But the way my personality works, I don't really celebrate the small goals to get there, because in order for me to, for me to actually bring my product to fruition, or for me to even bring my book to life, I had to make sure that I found that I took the time to write it. I had to make sure that I found a great editor. I had to make sure that I found a great publishing house. All those little steps, me finding all of those things, I never really quite stopped to celebrate the tiny steps. I'm constantly looking at that big thing. I want the book sales, I want the book to be out there. So if you don't stop to actually, sit back and really celebrate the tiny wins, because the tiny wins is literally how you're getting to that big win, you're going to actually it's going to make you feel completely burned out. And that's literally where I felt like I was the past 2 weeks, just constantly feeling like I'm not doing enough, or I'm not feeling like I'm accomplishing enough. Things are not coming together on time. I have major setbacks. It was like this, this block after block after block, but it was all in my mind till I actually sat down saying like, wow, this is wild that I am not even celebrating all these amazing victories that I'm actually going through, like learning exactly how to literally write a book, or learning exactly how to literally put like a blog together, or how to take constructive criticism and actually add that and twist it and rebrand my fragrance and my bottles. Not celebrating any of those and constantly just looking at this big picture completely made me feel burnt out. So for you guys, like number one, I would say out there is definitely celebrate the small wins, because the small wins are literally leading you into that big victory win. Just don't wait for the big picture for you to actually feel like you have to celebrate then. Celebrate every little win that you have, because those little things are actually what's taking you to the big picture. And my thing is exactly when it comes to how to prevent it from happening. Number two, how to prevent it from happening. I would say that you have to remember your mission or your reason why. Why empowered? Why the thing you're working on? To prevent burnouts from happening, why are you doing what you do? When I felt completely lost for the past 2 weeks and a little out of it, soul searching, I remember I think it was actually like this blessing in disguise. My mom was speaking to me a couple of days ago, and she was asking me about work. I barely tell her about how Empowered is going. I keep things very proprietary just to my very, very close circle and my partner. And she wanted to see the website. So I went on I said, let me send her the website. So I texted her the link of my website, because she was just curious about, how I'm doing. She was like, you have to build your confidence, don't stop. It was wild that she was telling me these things. But when I went on my website, which was completely blew me away, then my mission statement was actually to bring women together to celebrate their victories and to let women know that anything and everything is possible. So at that moment, I'm like, man, I'm not even living exactly what it is that I'm working for, but I'm actually getting caught up in this whole big picture. So my thing is that remember why you started in the first place. That literally would kind of help you get back on track. When you remember why you started, it's so imperative. That would help you to get back on track. And I would say, Before I actually go into the third thing, guys, let me know, please, if you have yet to subscribe. Click down below so you guys can actually join, and we can join and help. We can empower each other. So to the last thing, exactly how burnout could completely be beneficial for you. For me, I cannot believe that I can actually say that the things that I've been going through the past 2 weeks literally became a blessing in disguise for me. Because when the analogy I'm going to give you, right? My love is into IndyCar and Formula One car racing. Watching it with him and really learning about the whole sporting event. Formula car racing, if you're familiar with it, even when you watch NASCAR, they have to go around, but they have to come to a pit stop, right? When they come to a pit stop, they need water, they have to change their tires, they have to, refresh themselves. Then after that, it's the foot is on the gas and they're gone the whole way. So I feel like I needed that pit stop to kind of change up my game in a way. I had to change up my game, and because I was stuck in this rut. I built up momentum for the past years, but that momentum got comfortable. Me getting comfortable there, I feel like that was God, the universe telling me like, hey Finda, shake it up a bit, shake it up a bit. So me coming out of this whole feeling burnt out, it gave me this whole renewed vigor. I'm shooting 2 videos a day now instead of actually just shooting 1 video a week. Shooting 2 videos a day. I completely wrote and edited a whole entire blog for the month of April in 2 hours. I usually give myself 3 days to create that. So I feel like it's when you step back and see exactly like, wow, this burnt out or this setback, why is this happening? But it's happening for you for a reason. So it taught me exactly how to look at things and with renewed vigor, and how to come back and just completely just with my mission or my vision statement and just completely live those, and literally just put my foot on the gas and just keep going into a whole different level. So I feel like that's literally how it served me. And even you, if you're in a situation where you feel like you're burnt out, number one question I would say, very important question you should ask yourself, how is this serving me? Because something's always serving you. It's always serving you for a reason, and it's happening for you for a reason. Figure out why, and the rest will be completely amazing what will happen to you. So guys, in closing, let me know exactly how this content helped you out. Comment below or feel free to subscribe right over here. As I said, my mission is to empower 1,000 people on this platform today. I appreciate you guys for viewing this every week. I appreciate you guys for even stopping by and liking my content, or even actually just subscribing to my channel. I thank you guys so much for everything and being on this journey with me. Thank you. Bye.